Alrighty then, we back. Appreciate everybody for checking in and make sure it's kind of get situated here. There we go. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Kobe 2K fan live as I see you. Jamal Green said, "Hell no, dog. Bud and Brook is going to be more entertaining fight." Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button when you come in the building. If you don't like me, hit the thumbs down button. Worst thing you can do is not hit no buttons at all. But yeah, let's chop it up today about some boxing. I'm gonna drop a couple videos, come back later on tonight, and do another live stream. I'm contemplating what I'm gonna talk about. I kind of got an idea. If you listened to my videos yesterday, then you kind of got an idea of what it's going to be. Gutter Dog say EJ, Errol Spence Jr. and Danny Garcia is a better fight, but they forgot Brook was giving EJ some problems. Brook and Bud is a better fight than it will get credit for. Salute. And also, the funny thing about it is, I mean, it's a good question, and I'm going to kind of break it down, but is it a better fight than Bud and Brook? Is it a better fight than Ryan Garcia and Campbell? Also, Jermell Charlo, turn my mic up. Oh, turn it down. Cool. I thought I wasn't loud enough. There we go. Maybe that nigga Benjamin Folk got them motherfucking expensive bowls. He said I was just tweeting about this shirt. What shirt? Sound like you in intercom. Nigga, you probably still old enough to be in the school to be in the intercom. Benjamin Folk. From Novi, Michigan. Y'all ain't know, he ain't from Detroit. He from Novi. Oh, he said shit. Oh, yeah, I see your tweet. Yeah. A little inspiration. It's still Wild Kobe 2K fan? Hold on. I think that's the app. My bad. Hold on. They upgraded this hoe. Hold on. There we go. It's the app. They upgraded it. I don't never have my mic turned all the way up on there. He said, Ricky E, salute. Man, look, the Knicks gonna get Paul George, bro. We'll probably watch Ryan Garcia and Luke fight on December 5th because the card is going to be way better than Spence and Danny Undercard. We could talk about that. Lothario, salute. It should be good. Now, it was the app. It wasn't my actual mic. It's the app. They updated. I'll be on full-time StreamYard later this month, so we'll see what happened. But yeah, we're also gonna talk about Jermell Charlo. I think he's the front runner for fighter of the year. So we'll talk about him as well. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We also got a Facebook group if you want to join that. That's in there. You got content. Y'all want to share content. It's a great place to go. As long as you keep it respectful and don't be disrespecting. But we ought to get a little vibe going in there. Other than that, we'll make a donation. Cash App, CJ Good 313. PayPal link is in the description. Best way to donate right now. Hit the thumbs up button and share the video. But when you ask a question, what's a better fight? That's a great question. You ask, what is subjective? Because some people say a better fight is a name-worthy fight. Because it's subjective to what you want to see. When you say Danny Garcia, Errol Spence, let's put it this way. Let's say you say Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, and let's say that fight is an entertaining fight. Let's just say it's the fight you want to see. But you can say it wasn't as action-packed as Sean Porter and Errol Spence. But the bigger the name is, the bigger the fight is, the more belts on, it becomes better. And I believe your expectations for an exciting fight becomes a little bit less. So when you look at it that way, as far as what's the better fight, there's a lot of different definitions of what the better fight is. Oh, this fight got 3 or 4 belts on the line. Or this fight, it may be between Ivan Barashnik and Jose Zepeda. Or I don't care about that fight. There ain't no names. There ain't no cap. There ain't no real cap pillars at 140 pounds. I really don't care about that fight. Your expectations are less, so it depends on what's your definition of the better fight. Is your definition of the fight what goes on in the ring? Does it keep you engaged? Is your definition of a fight a chess match? For a unification bout? Is your definition a brawl, a knockdown, slobber knocker? It depends on what your definition of a better fight is. If your better fight is, Errol Spence fighting or Terrence Crawford fighting, that's my guy. So I'm gonna ride with them and say, I'd rather see them fight than that. So it depends. It definitely depends. Lothario, salute. Lawrence RBE, salute. He said, why doesn't Bud have a rematch clause with Brook? I don't know. He doesn't? I don't know. If he do, maybe it's overconfidence. So it depends on what you determine. If you determine a better fight is because Spence is fighting, and that's the fight I want to see, in your mind, you already saying that's the better fight. Alright, hold on. Give me a minute. I don't know what's going on here. Give me a minute. Hold on. Okay. Give me a minute. Okay. There we go. Give me a minute. It's the volume. Hold on. So hopefully we sound better now. I don't know what the issue was with that, but focus, salute. Solid child, salute. So I mean, what it sound like now? I know I got a little bit of a delay. So let me know what it sound like, and then I'll continue. Sound on, all right. It was the app they updated, so it had my mic all the way up, so I kind of got it on 50-50. So yeah, Focus Films. I ain't seen you in a minute. Salute. But we was talking about, yeah, it depends on what you like. Some people like fights that mean something. Unification bout. Some people like, just what's going on in the ring. So it depends on what you like. To be honest, what you like in a fight. But if we talking about Spence and Danny Garcia from a stylistic standpoint, I mean, depends. It truly do. I mean, it depends on what Spence bringing to the ring on Saturday night, December 5th. If Spence is bringing an aggressive Spence, then it's going to be a good fight. If Spence is bringing a Mikey Garcia Spence where he going to touch and move and don't get hit, Danny Garcia got problems cutting off the ring. So it truly depends on what you want, what Errol Spence want to do. So if Errol Spence want to come in and he want to bang like he did with Sean Porter, then it's going to be a good fight. Danny Garcia is a guy that's able to work off of volume punchers' volume. I guess they people behind me. I don't know. I tried to fix the mic, but it all depends. Excuse me. These damn buttons hard as hell. It all depends on what you want to see. I mean, Spence and Danny Garcia is a fight depending on what Spence want to bring. Spence is showing you at welterweight that he only wants to fight. He can fight at different styles. He can box. He can stick and move. He can power drive and just go right through you. With Terrence Bud Crawford at welterweight, what you getting is a guy that has got nothing but knockouts his whole welterweight career. What is Bud? 4-0 or 5-0 in knockouts. You got Jeff Horn. You got Jose Benavidez. You got Amir Khan. You got Kowalski. So what is he? 4-0 at welterweight with 4 knockouts. So you're getting a guy that's at welterweight showing you that he's gonna press the attack, and he's getting a guy that he fighting that don't really have no defense, and that's an offensive fighter. He gonna So at the end of the day, stylistic wise, Bud is Brook is probably gonna end in a knockout. Now you're looking at Ryan Garcia and Luke Campbell. The intrigue is you checking off a question mark. Is Ryan Garcia the goods? You got Luke Campbell who can punch. He's an upright, classic European fighter. He's an upright classic European fighter. Then you got another guy, Ryan Garcia, that chin fly up. You know what I'm saying? Aggressive, good hand speed. But most people think he'll walk in knockout. So, if you had to give the better fight is the fight that's an enigma. You know what Spence is. You know what Danny is. And Spence is also an enigma. You don't know what he's gonna bring back, be like after the car accident. But pretty much, you know what you probably gonna get with Spence and Danny Garcia. You know what you're gonna get with Brook and Bud. But Ryan Garcia and Luke Campbell, you don't know really what you're gonna really get. You know what you gonna get with Brook and Bud. I mean, with Ryan and Luke. Well, you don't know. I mean, Ryan Garcia is a good fighter, but is he a world championship fighter? Because Luke Campbell has been on the world championship level. Ryan Garcia. I mean, what would be more intriguing to you? You know, going with the status quo. Spence outputting Danny Garcia for 12 rounds. Bud knocking out Kell Brook 5-8, maybe going 12th round, or Luke Campbell knocking out Ryan Garcia, or Ryan Garcia proving that he on that level. It depends on what you like. You got one for $80. You got one for basic cable that's free. You got one that's for $20 in December. Which one? Now, if you want to kind of get in the importance or the relevance of one of the fights, it all depends. It all depends on what you believe in. Do you really sit there and believe that Spence and Danny Garcia is a top fight? It depends on what you believe. You know, Danny Garcia, this would be his first victory at welterweight that got validation to it. But then again, some of you dudes gonna try to take away from that fight. Y'all gonna try to say, well, the car accident with Errol Spence. Y'all gonna try to take away from him. So, I mean, it depends. It depends. So, I mean, with Danny Garcia, if he wins, are y'all gonna be like, oh, he fought an injured Spence? Because what's the chances of Spence knocking out Danny Garcia or Danny Garcia knocking out Spence? That's your $1 million question. What's the chances? So, to be honest, I mean, the prices make you think different, in my opinion. $80 to really watch a fight. I mean, you can stream it and still get the same quality or close to the same quality. You can stream one gonna be free on ESPN. So it depends on how your setup gonna be. If you got a phone, you got a TV, you got a tablet or a laptop. So really, I mean, where your viewership gonna be? Is you gonna be streaming one on the tablet, or you got the Fire Stick, watching one on your laptop, watching one on your phone? So it truly your opinion. Paul, salute. Pound for pound, boxing channel, salute. So me personally, I like all three, and I'll probably be watching all three. I wish they staggered the time. I think we have a belief in the boxing community, that we believe that Ryan Garcia and Luke Campbell will go down on the 4th or a different date. I heard that the Zone does not want to go head up with PBC and Top Rank. Ball game 15, salute. So I'm gonna go ahead and say Luke Campbell and Ryan Garcia gonna move to the 4th or another date. So really, then you sitting here looking at Bud, Brook, or Spence and Danny Garcia. And to be honest, I'm probably gonna be watching both of them. I'm probably gonna be streaming streaming Danny Garcia and Spence on the phone or the laptop or tablet, and I'm probably gonna be watching Bud and Brook on the TV screen. Then again, also what also goes into this is the undercard. So let's just say we streaming or we streaming all three. So the undercard is the better undercard is which going to attract your attention. So I mean, we know Spence and Danny undercard is Julio Cesar versus somebody for the featherweight eliminator for Gary Russell belt. Then we know Josito Lopez is taking on Francisco Santana. The co-main event is the Tyrant Inferno, Sebastian Fundora taking on Jorge Cota. And then obviously the main event is Danny Garcia and Errol Spence. Gallons of game, 713 currency. CJ, I think Spence is going to stop Danny Garcia. I doubt it. I don't see that happening. Deron B. Salute. I mean, let's talk about that fight then, since he brought it there. He said it's a great sign Errol fight with Ryan. They see Ryan as a threat. I mean, you can look at it that way, because I looked at it kind of a way as All of a sudden, they waited for Ryan to announce his fight day with Luke. And, Al and people at PBC, they probably already knew, Ryan and Luke was going to be the 5th. They was going to wait till them announce it, and then they was going to announce it. So that's all they did. So, I mean, all the weekends that we didn't have a good fight. This week, you got Emmanuel Nevente second on Ruben Villa. The Sergey Lipinets fight, it fell out. So, whatever reason, they fight on October 24th. November 7th, you wasting the date with Gamboa and Devin Haney. Then the 14th, I don't know who fighting the 14th. Maybe nobody, because Triple G fighting the 20th. So they probably gonna move that to the 2nd. So it really ain't no credible fight days. Ryan could have fought on the 12th, unless Canelo coming back fighting on the 12th. So yeah, NW say Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier has been agreed to. I heard November 21st, yup. Or December 12th. Told y'all Pac and Conor wasn't happening. Pacquiao couldn't fight Conor McGregor because they threatened to strip him. So, Earl and Danny, let's talk about that fight. Even if it was a regular fight, I don't see Danny Garcia stopping. I don't see Errol Spence stopping Danny Garcia. So, from that fight, I think, I always thought Errol Spence, Danny Garcia was, Danny Garcia, as far as Errol Spence, I think Danny Garcia that's a good fight for Danny Garcia, stylistically wise. You got, Errol Spence who come forward, who don't move his head a lot, he throw punches, and Danny Garcia need a guy to throw punches to be really good at. If you sit in front of Danny Garcia and you throw punches, you got a chance. If you move like Errol Spence, you move like Keith Thurman and Sean Porter, he really can't punch off target. He got to be set to punch. So if you sit in front of Danny Garcia, he gonna kill you. If you're able to use angles and stick and move, then he not gonna kill you. So it all depends on what Errol Spence brings to the table. If Errol Spence uses reach, his height, his boxing ability, then it'll be a boring fight. He just gonna stick and move unless Danny Garcia can catch up with him. Now the thing is, Errol Spence ain't the greatest athlete as far as speed and being twitchy. He not Keith, he not Sean. So this is one of the fights for Danny Garcia where the athletic gap is Cornelius salute. The athletic gap is not that wide. You say Danny Garcia Herrera, it was pretty wide as we seen. You say Danny Garcia Lamont Peterson, it was pretty wide. You say Danny Garcia Manny Pacquiao, it's really wide. Danny Garcia Mayweather is really wide. Danny Garcia Keith Thurman, it was wide until Keith Thurman got tired down the stretch. Then you say Danny Garcia Sean Porter, it's pretty wide. You say Danny Garcia Errol Spence, the athletic gap is not that wide. It's probably pretty much, it's like right here. I think Spence is faster, quicker, but it's not a huge gap where Spence is blindly faster than him. So if Danny Garcia can catch up to him, then we're in a situation where, he can't cut the ring off though. So if he cut that ring off on Errol Spence and close the distance on Errol, that means Errol Spence ain't what he was. I'm just going to keep it 100. So, when you look at Bud and Kell Brook, if you're looking for excitement, then you're looking at a fight where Bud can do what he want to do. He got faster hands, he got faster feet, he more comfortable at the weight. The only intrigue in that fight is Bud get overcommit and he get caught by Kell Brook. That's all it is. If Kell Brook Terrence Crawford fight Kell Brook when he fought Kavaliauskas, then that's an interesting fight. Because Kell Brook can punch. And Kell Brook, he got some good hand speed. Kell Brook, he can counter punch a bit. He don't have the best feet. He don't have the best feet at all. So, really in that fight, I don't see how that fight can disappoint. I don't see, maybe Kell Brook touched Crawford early. He don't like it. He going into survival, he going into boxing mode, and he start picking them apart. But how I think that fight gonna go, I think it's just gonna be, Terrence Crawford filling him out. And I think, at some point he gonna start using his angles. He gonna step up the volume, and Kell Brook can't fight at a high volume. Kind of like what Errol Spence did. Errol Spence figured it out later in the fight. I think Bud come out there, high volume early on, a lot of speed, a lot of power, using angles. And I think he get Kell Brook out of there. Now, Ryan and Luke Campbell, I don't know what to expect. I can tell you maybe Luke touch Ryan Garcia and he get to running around the ring. I can see that happening. And Luke trying to catch up with Ryan and Ryan trying to outpoint him. What if Ryan get comfortable, fighter with fire? He ended up like Barashnik. I can see it happening that way. What if Ryan hit Luke with one of them left hooks and he go to sleep? It won't surprise me. So I think the more intriguing fight is Ryan and Luke. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, he said, Lothario said Danny might rock Earl. That's if he get overconfident. The boxing plug, he said, I'm glad Conor and Pac not fighting. CJ doesn't Pac have a voluntary? No, he don't have a voluntary. When you get the super title has a voluntary he has a mandatory every 18 months. He said voluntary. He probably gonna fight Mikey Garcia from what I hear. That would be a good fight. Why it lasts. Kell Brook is no 47 anymore. I agree. If Earl wins, where does he go? He got a mandatory going down October 24th between Sergey Lipinets and we call him Q-Double over here because I can't pronounce his name. So he has a mandatory October 24th. That'll be done fighting. So I heard 90 days after he fight Danny Garcia, he has to fight his mandatory. So you're looking at March, April-ish. So, you know, Earl Spencer had to fight Lipinets or, you know, Kadabadiev winner. So that's the interesting part about that fight. But other than that, you know, to be honest, I mean, it depends on what your flavor is. You're going to have some PBC boys that pledge allegiance to the Spence fight and the Danny Garcia fight. You're going to have some top-ranked people that pledge allegiance to the Bud and Brook fight. You're going to have some Ryan Garcia fans and some DAZN apologists that pledge allegiance to his fight. But people like me that's in the middle, they're going to have one on the TV screen, one on the tablet or the phone, and one on the laptop. So, I mean, to me personally, it depends. It depends on what you like. Some people are going to go to the Earl Spence fight. And then if Danny had, I mean, Ryan and Luke have fans, some people are going to, go to that fight. So it's all about what you believe, who you root for and what you believe in. At the end of the day, can people be honest and say which fight is the better fight at the end of the day? No. It's a big bullying community. Nobody going to keep it 100 and say, Ryan fight was better or Spence fight was better or Blood fight was better. They can't even sit there and tell you with a straight face that Earl Spence and Earl Spence and Mikey Garcia was a terrible fight. It was a horrible card. I'd have been mad as hell if I flew to that fight. I'd have been mad as hell if I paid $75 for that fight. Well, that's not the same day. I'm sorry. I'm tripping. They're not the same day. That's November 14th. My apologies. But, for making it seem like that. But, you know, nobody gonna keep it 100. He said Earl wins by stoppage on Danny Mark. He's not gonna stop Danny Garcia, bro. You really believe that Earl couldn't stop Danny Garcia if he was a regular fighter? If it was a regular fight, he can't stop Danny Garcia. He couldn't stop Sean Porter. All right, let's just have that conversation. What make y'all believe Earl gonna stop Danny? Let's just say Earl, they fought January 25th. Let's act like it was December 31st or January 24th. Whatever you want to believe. Earl Spence didn't have an accident. Earl Spence is coming off the Sean Porter win. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100, bun. What make you believe that Earl Spence can stop Danny Garcia? Let's have that discussion. What make you believe that? Because if you think he about to go to the body on Danny Garcia, he gonna open himself up to getting to the headshots. If he fight Danny Garcia like he fought Sean Porter and press him to the attack, he's still not gonna stop Danny Garcia because Garcia gonna hit him. He gonna counter him. So at the end of the day, I ain't never seen Danny Garcia like dropped. Earl got a chip on his shoulder, and that chip can work against him. You know, at the end of the day, he come out aggressive. He already got new teeth. He already had jaw issues, back issues, hip issues, whatever he said. He come out there too aggressive, trying to prove something to people who don't matter like me. What do I matter? I'm just speaking my piece about. I don't matter to the nigga life. He go out there trying to prove something. He gonna get knocked the fuck out. Real talk. Let's keep it 100. He going out there to prove something versus Dan. He gonna get knocked out. What he should do is stick and move and win the fight. That's his advantage. He go in there trying to throw down with that nigga. He gonna go to sleep. He go down there and he do what he did versus Sean Porter and try to slug it out with him. He going to sleep. He cannot fight Danny Garcia like he fought Sean Porter. He just can't. Now, if he fight Danny like he fought Mikey Garcia, then he gonna outpoint him. But the whole thing is people saying, well, he can go to his body. You know why a lot of fighters don't go to the body? It's because it leaves you susceptible to headshots. That's why a lot of guys don't go to the body. He said this will be the new Earl, no drinking, backstreet. But it don't matter if he stopped drinking For whatever, let's say he stopped drinking for the pandemic. It doesn't matter because you've been drinking for a long time. You've been abusing your body. As soon as he got out the hospital, he was seen drinking and smoking. Just because you go vegan for 6 months, it don't mean your body gonna perform better. You know what I'm saying? Just because you drink and smoke and you stop drinking and smoking, you know, the residue is still there. That's the fact. So, yeah, I talked about it on my other channel. I heard that. So, my whole thing is this. How does he get the stoppage versus Danny Garcia? He said this will be, he said, no, he back with a strength and conditioning coach. That's cool. He said being at home, he extra motivated. He got to prove and Danny hasn't been right since he started making millions. Danny Garcia got a lot to prove. This can be his signature at 147. Danny Garcia, this can really punch his ticket to the Hall of Fame. You think Danny Garcia ain't motivated? We talking about styles make fights. And if Earl come in there trying to press Danny Garcia, he gonna get clipped. He can't fight Danny Garcia like that. His game plan should be sticking and moving. He fighting a guy, let's keep it 100. He fighting a guy, Courtney Salute, that got punching power in both hands. So you're not fighting Sean Porter, and Sean Porter was buzzing him. Let's keep it 100. Sean Porter was hurting him. He not fighting Lamar Peterson. He couldn't punch. Kell Brook could punch a bit. Let's keep it real. He's a nice puncher. But really, who's Kell Brook knocked out at the 147-pound limit? Let me know. Who's he knocked out in his career? So we're talking about Danny Garcia, the biggest puncher that Earl Spence has fought. That'll be the biggest puncher that Terrence Crawford fought. Maybe you make a case for Breeders Prescott being one of the bigger punchers. Maybe you make a case that Kyle Velasquez can crack a bit, which he can. So don't think Danny Garcia ain't coming motivated. He ain't gonna fight out of his character because he don't know how to. Danny Garcia is a guy that he don't really press you. Danny Garcia work off your work. When he fought Matisse pressed him, he just countered him. So Earl Spence is not going to be sitting there fainting, giving him head movement. That's what Danny Garcia got a problem with when you irky jerky like Herrera and you bow, you just fainting, you a feint master like Herrera. Herrera was just fainting. Danny Garcia flinching, he committing, and Herrera just bang, 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 bang. You know, he just hitting him. This ain't that. This ain't Keith Thurman. Don't duck me, son. This ain't Keith Thurman. Moving, just hooking them, coming, you know what I'm saying? This ain't that. This ain't even Sean Porter constantly moving. Sean Porter bad habit of not setting his feet was a good thing versus Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia can't hit a moving target. He can't hit a moving target. Let's keep it real. Danny Garcia, he's stiff, he flat foot, he gonna walk you down like that. So you put Sean Porter there, just moving and being jittery. That's why Sean Porter kept sticking and moving. That's how you got to beat Danny Garcia. Just stick and move. Stick and move. Stick and move. Move. Feint. That's why Pacquiao would tear Danny Garcia up. Unless Danny was able to time him. So if you aggressive versus Danny Garcia, you walking in on Danny Garcia, you know what I'm saying? That's what Danny Garcia wants. So stoppage shouldn't even be on Earl Smith's mind. It should be just winning the fight, using the blueprint that everybody else used. Rashid, salute. DeJuan, I see you. Everybody else, nobody went in there and try to knock out Danny Garcia in a long time. Kendall Holt, maybe. Who else we got? Kendall Holt. Lucas Matisse. They tried it. And Matisse ended up on his butt. Davion, salute. So really, you looking at a situation talking about if he come out there and use Cornelius' game plan and be aggressive, he get knocked out. But he goes on and say, I can't compare Earl to them. And Porter or fight nobody can fight a great fight against a street fighter like Sean. But at the end of the day, Kell Brook fought a good fight versus Sean Porter. That was a fact. Julio Diaz fought a pretty good fight versus him. But he can't fight Danny the same way. He can't. He has to stick and move. Same game plan he used for Mikey Garcia. It's just sticking and moving. Danny can't cut the ring off. If you go in there looking for the knockout, a lot of times you're going to lose or get knocked out. And that's just what it is. But give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. Alright, my bad. I had something in my motherfucking nose. I ain't go front. But yeah, let's get to it, man. But I was saying, I was continuing on. You know, the whole thing is styles make fights. He can't come in there being aggressive with Danny Garcia. What Danny Garcia do is powder punch. So that's my whole thing about it. It ain't no knock on Earl Spence. I don't think he can knock out Danny Garcia. If he do knock out Danny Garcia, hats to him. But if he do knock him out, he gonna walk through some hell. That's it. He gonna probably get knocked down trying to. This is a dude that just got through a car accident, you know, and he might not be 100% right. This really ain't a good style matchup for him to fight a guy that's the biggest puncher that he done fought, at least on the world title level. He said Khan was doing well until he got chinned. Yeah, he was. He was hitting him with a lot of combinations. He just got too comfortable. I hope Spence don't try to come with that man down shit against Danny. Chin too strong. I mean, if he do knock out Danny Garcia, it's gonna be either Danny got old overnight, or he worked Danny Garcia to the body and he systematically broke him down. That's how he would have to do it. But if you go to the body, then you're gonna get chopped to the head. My thing is, Jonathan Wick, is once Earl Spence Jr. gets hit, I mean, a Mandingo punch, he's going to sleep. I mean, it depends on his chin. I mean, he really ain't fought nobody that can punch since he fought Lartley. So you go through his resume, who he fought that really could punch at the 47-pound level. I mean, it looked like they kind of trying to keep him to stay away from the power punchers. He didn't fight Madonna. He didn't fight Keith. He didn't fight Pacquiao yet. I mean, really, it ain't a lot of punchers at this division. Josito could punch a bit. He didn't fight him. I mean, don't blame him. I mean, it really ain't a lot of punchers there. You know, and also I could tell you something that I heard from the horse's mouth is that he ducked the fight with Randall Bailey at 154 pounds. You know, he was supposed to fight Randall Bailey, and either Al Heyman stopped the fight or Earl stopped the fight. And I heard from I just forgot his name that quick. I heard from Randall Bailey that Al Heyman, you know, basically stopped that fight from Earl from fighting him. So he didn't want to fight Randall Bailey. So Al Heyman stopped that fight with Earl Spence fighting Randall Bailey. And don't forget, Randall Bailey, not too long after that, he fought Jeff Horn, and Jeff Horn beat him. But Randall Bailey can punch. Remember, he knocked out who? Mike Jones. He knocked out Mike Jones. And Mike Jones was never heard from again. So, like I said before, he ain't fought no punchers. And according to Randall Bailey, Al Heyman match made him not to fight no punchers. And he said Earl didn't even know that Al Heyman turned the fight down or didn't want him to fight him. So that kind of give you an idea. Not saying that, you know, Al heard that he didn't have no chin He didn't have no chin or nothing like that. It's just that, you know how they matchmaking not to fight punchers. You can make the same case for, you know, Terrence Crawford. Even though his first fight with Top Rank was versus a puncher that knocked out Amir Khan and British Prescott. Dunorme could punch a bit, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, Victor Postal could punch a bit, but he ain't really fought the Madonna or the Lucas Matisses or the Ruslan Provodnikovs. He hasn't fought them yet. And that's one of the things that, you know, when you know, gauge in a fighter, can he take it on the chops? He needs to set things up, not be obvious. Conor Nigma said, Brook is a better welterweight than Danny. BH say. I mean, you can make the case. Danny Garcia best win at welterweight was over Robert Guerrero, and that was a disputed victory. I don't know what he's trying to get to. You stretching? Alright. I don't know what he's trying to get to. Wanna go back in the bed? Nah, he ain't get hurt. He tough. But he say Spence is going, Donald Banks say Spence is going to have another hard fight with Danny. He gonna have like a split decision or a majority decision. Watch. By BP, what's that? Bayer, I don't know, BPGER. He said, yup, Danny can hurt Spence. He probably can't put him away, but he has to respect Danny's power. Paul Staten say Kill hasn't been the same since Eddie fed him the Triple G. KD, Kenny Porter in the house. He said, wait, Danny's best win is Sean Porter, guys. Danny ain't beat Sean Porter. Danny Garcia lost to Sean Porter. What you talking about, Kenny? He lost to Shitty Sean. Shitty Sean beat him. Who you got winning this fight? I don't have an opinion on this fight. I don't know how Errol Spence can take punishment. That's my thing. I don't have a dog in this race. I don't know how Errol Spence is going to be. If it's Errol Spence, that's before, you know, the car accident, then I like Spence to win by decision. If he got any inkling of an injury, or he got any peripheral injuries, he probably gonna lose. He might retire due to an injury. But Errol Spence should just do what he did versus Mikey Garcia. Hit and don't get hit. It's easy. It's easy. You can look at their dimensions. And don't forget, Danny Garcia and Mikey Garcia were supposed to fight each other. Mikey pulled out. So I'm gonna tell you, they kind of got similar dimensions a bit. If my memory serves me correctly. Mikey is 5'6", 68-inch reach. Danny Garcia, Boxer to be killing me with that. I want you to sign in shit. Is 5'8" with 68 and a half inch reach. So Danny has a 2-inch height advantage over Mikey, but he only has a half-inch reach advantage over Mikey. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it serves Errol Spence. He has he has almost a 6-inch reach advantage. So you know what I'm saying? He got a 6-inch reach advantage. He said, since pay-per-view is overpriced, do you think the pay-per-view should come with free memorabilia percentage perks? I feel like they should allow us to have digital copies of the fight with 360 view. Yeah, you should get an Errol Spence Danny Garcia shirt. You know what I'm saying? You should get a towel. North Carolina, get up and raise up. Put the shirt off. Turn around and you're like a helicopter. Yeah, you should get some free shit. Should come with some free Jordan 12s. So, it really should, but it's a good fight. It's a solid fight between Spence and Danny. It should be free. But Danny got a puncher's chance. And you got a guy who don't move his head. And when he at his most exciting, he don't move his feet neither. He comes forward. But if he get out there and he put that left jab in Danny Garcia's face, it should be a problem. And also, Danny Garcia, he could punch with both hands. Don't forget, if Errol Spence miss a punch, Danny Garcia can got that counter pull overhand right. So he's not dealing with a guy that just got a big left hook or a big right hand. He's a southpaw that's dealing with a dude who got a really good straight right hand. And what's the southpaw killer? Straight right hand. What's the orthodox killer from the southpaw? Straight left hand. So really, when you talk about breaking this fight down, you're really looking at, you know, who establishes themselves from the orthodox to southpaw position. Danny Garcia, he got a good left hook. Danny Garcia, he got a good straight right. So, I mean, it depends. Earl Spence, he got a good both hands. He got a good left long jab, a good, I mean, straight, you know, left long right jab, and a good straight left hand. It depends. I can't call it. It's a good fight. I think, you know, if Earl Spence is himself, he should beat Danny Garcia comfortably. I think more like 8-4, 7 or 9-3. That's how I see it. He said Earl has better lateral. Yes, he does. Earl Spence is faster. He quicker. He got better lateral movement. He got better agility. But it's not like that. You know, Danny Garcia Herrera was like this. Let me say about this. Danny Garcia and Sean was like this. Danny Garcia and Earl was like, I mean, Danny Garcia and Keith was like this. The athletic gap between Earl and Danny is not huge. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the truth. There's a gap. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Pacquiao and Danny is wide. You know, you go Floyd is wide. It's not a huge gap. I think out of all the top fighters, this is the easiest matchup for Danny Garcia. Versatile. So, this is the easiest matchup for Danny Garcia. You got a guy who coming off a car accident. Even without the car accident, you got a guy who don't move his head. Defense questionable. I said what I said. A guy who hasn't faced a monster puncher at 47. He faced Larley. Larley was the last time he faced a monster puncher. You facing a guy who squares up sometimes. A guy that can be counterpunched when he overcommit. You know, this is best matchup at 47. This is best matchup. Better than Sean, better than Keith, better than Terrence, you know what I mean, better than Manny. If Floyd want to come back and get his ass beat too, better than him. This is his best matchup. He won't find another better matchup as far as the top fighters at 147. He said bullshit. Danny not a KO guy. Earl is Brandon. Is it Brandon or Adrian or not? But he can punch. Name me a guy that Earl fought at 47 that's a bigger puncher than Danny Garcia. Name me. Name me a better puncher that he fought. I'll wait. Name me a better puncher that he fought. He didn't fight Randall Beatty. I told you Randall Beatty said he ducked him. And if I can get Randall to come on and say it, I'll get him to come on. So tell me the bigger puncher that he fought at 47 besides whoever you want to say. And you can say the same thing about Terrence Crawford. Bundy wasn't no puncher. Are you smoking dick? Bundy wasn't no puncher. And I'll pull it up just to make sure. He had 12 knockouts in 35 fights. He wasn't a puncher. Lamont ain't no puncher. Lamont ain't got no knockouts. His brother punch harder than Lamont do. And I talked to Austin Trout about that. Anthony was a knockout puncher. Lamont got 40 fights and only 17 KOs. Well, excuse me, he got 41 fights and 17 KOs. There's no knock against him. There isn't a puncher that he's fought on the championship level. I'm just keeping it 100, and I'll keep it real. Terrence Crawford ain't fought a lot of punchers. If y'all want me to keep it real, you know what? You know who the biggest puncher he fought? Mikey Garcia is the biggest puncher he done fought at 47. Real talk. The way he was hitting Jesse Vargas, bro, I was, you play them video games and you get hit and you shake the damn board. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what you look at Earl Spence's resume, he ain't fought no punchers, bro. Look at it. Sean can't punch. Mikey can punch. Ocampo, we don't know enough about him. Lamont, Kell Brook. You want to bring up Kell Brook? Kell Brook got 41 fights and 27 knockouts. He probably got the best knockout ratio. But you look at his resume. I mean, this is the guys he knocked out before fighting Golovkin and Spence. Kevin Benjiar, Frankie Gavin, Daniel, I forgot who that was. Joe, I forget who that was. He didn't knock out Sean. Avalos Robolos. Shavaka Shalenko. He knocked out Carson Jones after almost losing. And he ain't knocked out nobody. Didn't knock out Matthew Hatton. Didn't knock out Nundu Lovemore. I'm just making the case. He ain't fought nobody that got that kick puncher. He ain't fought nobody. I mean, Crawford, he fought British Prescott. He did put Khan into an eternal sleep. He put him in that Majin Buu sleep. Other than that, you want to say Delorme can punch? Okay, you want to say Postal can punch? Crawford didn't fight. I can't tell you who was a puncher of 35 at the time. I really can't, to be honest. I mean, Adrian Broner just had moved up, so I can't really remember. Because the top fighters there, Rios had moved on. Miguel Vasquez wasn't the puncher. The other tall, slanky dude that really beat Brandon Rios, he wasn't a puncher. Anthony Peterson was inactive. But you go to 40, I mean, Ruslan Provodnikov, Lucas Matisse was the punchers there. So that's the question. You know, Wayne Rango was gone. I don't think he really could punch, though. But he ain't really, fought no punchers either. His biggest puncher he fought, at least on the championship level, was probably British Prescott. He fought Jeff Warren. I don't know. Jeff Warren can punch. He can punch a little bit. But I mean, that's really the intrigue of Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford fighting. We know Spence can punch when he's healthy. We know Crawford can punch when he's healthy. So it's a good punch. It's a good fight. Wow, salute. It's a good fight. There's no doubt that he's two of the bigger punches in the division. 704 Joe, salute. You think they allow fans to wear PPE? Yeah, hell yeah, they allow you to wear PPE. Masks, gloves, face shields, for sure. They should. They should. But I mean, it just depends, I'm just bringing up the facts. They haven't fought punchers. Danny, we know Danny got a chin. What we do know going into the Danny Garcia fight, he got a chin. He battle tested. He fought the best. Kimball Hope, Nate Campbell, who else he done fought? Mauricio Herrera was pretty good. Lamont Peterson really beat him. He fought Amir Khan. He fought, and people talking about Eric Morales was but he had really gave Madonna the business. He's a good fighter. He ain't did nothing at 47. But the one thing Danny can do, when he healthy, he on point. If he catch you slipping and you don't see the punch coming, he can knock you out. It's a good fight though. He said all bums. You can say the same thing about Errol Spence. You can say the same about Errol Spence. I mean, if you want me to go there, Errol Spence has never beat a lineal title holder. That's a fact, Cornelius. Your boy Errol Spence has never beat a lineal. Crawford was lineal at two different weight classes, 35 and 40. He beat Victor Postal. He was the lineal. He could have fought Adrian Broner, but Adrian Broner got out of Dodge. Ain't mad at him. Victor Postal, he beat Lucas Matisse. He stopped him. Danny Garcia didn't do that. He was the lineal. Name me a lineal that Errol Spence didn't fought. Matter of fact, name me a fighter on Earl Spence's resume that knocked somebody out of importance. Name me somebody on his resume that knocked somebody out. I can tell you, okay, Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather here. Okay, CJ told me to come in school, y'all. Okay, we gonna go through Earl Spence's resume and CJ gonna school y'all. I mean, y'all can hit the thumbs up button, but y'all know, or the thumbs down button, it's Money May all day. So we about to pull up his box rec. CJ a real nigga, we know that. Errol Spence do got a 80% knockout ratio, 26 and 21, don't forget it. He fought Sean Porter. The only person Sean Porter knocked out was Paulo Malignaggi, and Malignaggi accused him of being on steroids. Those are the facts. Mikey Garcia, he didn't knock out Robert Easter Jr., he didn't knock out AB, my little nephew, Adrian Broner. Who has he knocked out? Okay. He quit Versalito. Those are the facts. Ocampo. Haha, we gonna laugh. Lamont Peterson. We do know Lamont Peterson. He got knocked down by Timothy Bradley. Okay. Those are the facts. Okay. Nate Campbell say Timothy Bradley got all those muscles, but Leonard, he can't punch. But he got knocked down by him. Victor Ortiz, the guy that I fought. I gave an opportunity. Since Ortiz fought me, he been able to go on Dancing in the Stars, Leonard. Since Victor Ortiz fought me, he been stealing the cookies out the cookie jar. He been stealing the pussy cookies out the cookie jar. I mean, General Pendant, these are the facts. Okay? Kell Brook, he ain't knocked out nobody in his career. his claim to fame was showing, you know, Danny Garcia and Canelo Alvarez that Triple G wasn't a machine. Chris Algieri couldn't bust a light bulb on Light Bulb Tuesday. All right, El Jadranjo Barrera, I know we don't even know who he is. Chris Van Deer, I mean, he got beat up by Conor McGregor, the guy that Money May beat. You know, I gave another opportunity for Conor McGregor to make $100 million. He got beat up in the gym by Conor McGregor. Philo Greco sound like a Baywatch star, okay? Samuel Vargas, come on. At the end of the day, he did knock down Amir Khan a couple times. He's a solid fighter, but I wouldn't say he's an elite fighter. I mean, he fought Peter Uchilali Wally Bang Bang. Who was that? He fought Ronald Cruz, okay? I mean, who is Ronald Cruz right now? I mean, Ronald Cruz, he got 5 losses on his resume. He lost his last 3, okay? We can't really put him in that class with Money Man, okay? I mean, we can keep going. He fought Brandon Hoskins, the same guy that dropped Keith Thurman. That's a good name. But at the end of the day, you know, like I've been saying, Money Man all day. Shout out to my brother Angel Santos. All day, he ain't fought nobody. You know, you go out here and Cornelius, okay? Cornelius is a good brother. I love Cornelius on Twitter. Check him out. He got a lot of financial information. But one thing about Cornelius, he need to let CJ do the boxing talk. Matter of fact, he must need to go to Miss Boxiana. You know what I'm saying? She knows everything about boxing. I mean, he might want to go over to the Lions Dinner Box community. They know about boxing, you know. But at the end of the day, he ain't beat nobody. Everybody he beat, come on. Money May all day, man. Give it back to CJ. Come on. Devin, go to timeout. Go sit in the corner. But we just kicking this shit, man. I expect him to beat Danny Garcia if he right. You know. But if you do come back and lose, I mean, shit. He had an injury. Vinny, what's up, buddy? Vinny Ocho. I got a rich Vinny up. And it's not no indictment on Earl Spence, bro. Said the same thing about Terrence Crawford. You know, to call Victor Postal a bum and Gamboa a bum. I mean, you can call Ricky Burns a bum all you want to. They don't offend me. Good fighters. Victor Postal still beating ass at what? What, he almost 40 years old? He gave Josh Taylor a run for his money. And he really beat Jose Ramirez. And I mean Ho Ramirez. I mean with the HOE, 304. Now, he's still beating ass. Who you can name on Earl Smith's resume that's still around here whooping niggas' ass? Mikey Garcia, he beat Jesse Vargas. We can give him that. But Sean Porter, come on. He out here struggling with Dennis Ugas and Sebastian Baby formula. Come on, Lamont Peterson, he retired. Sergey Lippietz, you know, put his dick in the dirt. I want a new level. Put his dick in the dirt. I want a new level. Check with the bezel. Come on, he put his dick in. So who on Earl Smith's resume that Earl Smith fought that went on to do great things? Mikey Garcia is still to be determined. TBD. Any Money Mays TBE. Lamont Peterson, he got retired by Lippietz. Kell Brook, if he beat Terrence Crawford, that'll be the biggest one. Bundu, come on, Algieri, he out here. Hey man, Earl Smith beat his ass so bad. He out here giving, you know, meal plans and nutritional value. Who on Earl Smith's resume went on and really beat some booty? Who? Sean Porter out here struggling with Sebastian Baby formula. Out here, touch me, tease me. He can't even punch. You know, if I was training Sean Porter, I would show him and his daddy how to sit down on your punches. But Money May, you know, that's not my thing. Peterson, he got retired. You forgot what happened with after Peterson and Earl Smith. Sergey Lippietz sent him to the fucking shadow round. Come on, stop playing with me. And don't forget, before he knocked out Lamont Peterson, Lucas Matisse, the Machine, knocked him out in 2 rounds. Alright, come on. I love playing this game. Kell Brook, he came off a knockout, and he still ain't did shit yet. If he beat Terrence Crawford, then we can talk. But after he beat Earl Spence, he beat Rebel Janko and stripper Michael Zaffer and Mark DeLuca. Come on, man. Tell me, bro. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you need. Y'all can call Negro. Call Negro up. Yeah, man. Man. Mr. Negro fight fan. Do you know who Earl Spence resume that went on to do anything great in their career? Oh man. Shit. Oh man. Chris RG, man. I mean, I don't know, man. Chris. I mean, let me call it 7-8, man. Yeah, man. I'm here with Beverly Rose since my wife put me out my house and took all my money. Oh, no, this Negro, man. This ain't the lawyer, man. I told you get with down there in Dallas, Texas, man. This Negro, man. Yeah, I had a question, man. You know, I don't know shit about boxing. You know, I would have called for 9, but he don't know nothing either. But, I forgot the question, man. I'm at Planet Fitness raving bugger oil on my calves right now, man. But, yeah, my big dumb brain. There I go, man. I got penitentiary brain. Hey, man, shit, man. Oh, yeah, man, I remember what I was about to say, man. Hey, you remember anybody on Earl Spence's resume, man, that did something after they lost? Man, shit, man. Let me call a ticket, man. Do. Oh, man, what else is it? Come on, man. Lonzo Ball. He can't whoop. Lonzo Ball. Hey, man. Ticket, man. I asked you, man, about, damn, man. My wife got my head so scrambled, man. I had to go ask my LDBC brother for a room, but I can't remember. Man, yeah. You know anybody on Earl Spence's resume that did something after they fought? Man, you ain't got to do nothing, man. Once Earl Spence beat him and Lonzo, you know, get kicked out the league, you know after they fight Earl Spence, they ain't the same. So I didn't know why you called me with that. You know when Earl Spence touch him with them sanctified hands, they can't walk the same. They can't talk the same. It's like when 50 Cent got 9 times. So don't call me with that shit, nigga. You already know, nigga. That nigga Earl Spence touch you, it's over with. One time I dreamed Earl Spence touched me on my kneecap and I was in the Dominican Republic and I was averaging 1.1 point and 1.5 rebound and I couldn't even do that. So don't call me about Earl Spence no more, fool. Oh man. Tell me my impressions ain't on point, man. And I dare one of you pussy niggas to do something about it. I dare it. I dare you to do it. I dare you to do it. Pussy nigga, you won't do it. Do it. They ain't gonna do it, man. Go ahead. Because I got a confidential former LDBC member in the cut. He said, Spence break bone. Yeah, man. Yeah, what bones he broke? The ones in the car accident? Come on, man. Tell me my impressions ain't good. Man, should put me on the new Def Comedy Jams. But yeah, like I said before, man, he good fighter. He ain't fought no puncher. Crawford ain't fought no puncher. I mean, you know, Danny Garcia, the biggest puncher that he fought. And he's a great counter puncher. But I mean, I still expect him just to stick to Derrick James' game plan. Hit and don't get hit. Earl Spence can do that. He got almost a 6-inch arm reach advantage. Just keep sticking and moving. Stepping over, sticking and moving, and he'll win 9-3, 8-4. Same thing with Mikey. The game plan for Danny should be the same game plan Mikey Garcia should be for Danny. Man, he ain't sent the money yet, man. He got to November 1st. Man. Or if he don't send the money, he can give Adonis an apology. He can give him an apology. He's an eye socket. Man, Triple G softened that up. Stop it. Triple G softened that up. Don't y'all claim that. Don't claim that. But to be honest, you know, my viewership, on December 5th is going to be with both the fights. I probably have Ryan and Danny on the, Ryan and Luke on the computer, and Earl and Danny on the big screen. So, yeah, man. I'll probably be doing that, but you know, the kind of breakdown. I mean, the Bud and Brook fight ain't hard to break down, but Ryan and Luke, that's gonna be a good fight. I can't call it. You know, I think I think he go either way. I think he go the distance either way. I think it'd be split majority decision. You know, Ryan just put his chin up too high. That's the problem. No, he broke. Man was already softened up. Man, bro, he softened it up. Stop it, bro. Triple G smash Brook, Spence. Hold on, Brook. Triple G smash Brook, Spence went in and finished the job. I agree. He said pay him. Forget apology, man. Pay him. He should. He the one that was spreading the rumors around. I'm gonna tell y'all about. I'm gonna say this one about y'all boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, man. I'm gonna say this one, bro. How he going around? How he going around telling Kenny Porter and Sean they got a bad relationship? You can send this to Kenny Porter. Send this to Kenny Porter. Y'all can screen record it. Y'all can do whatever y'all want. Y'all can time stamp it. What time mark we at? We at 1:04:10. Kenny Porter. Blue Blood Sports TV told somebody that told me that Sean Porter was crying to him, saying that you take all the money, you all in the videos, you run his life, you stopped his son from having a professional career, that you take all of his money, he tired of your shit. He said Sean broke down crying, and they had a real personal conversation about how you ain't shit as a father, how you taking all his money, he tired of your shit. I'm telling you the truth. I'm just being honest. He said that, bro. He going around telling everybody that Kenny Porter taking all the Sean fruit snacks, all the Capri Suns, all in the video. Take that. This is what Blue Blood is going around saying. So this is a dude that you interviewing? Is this the brother that you interviewing that's going around saying your son is saying that he tired of you, that he tired of you taking all the money, he tired of you training him, that he want to break free but you won't let him break free? Come on, dog. He said your son was crying like Josie. How can I get like, excuse me, that was Casey and JoJo. He's going out here telling people that you taking 60% of the money. He said you taking 60% of your son's money. He going around saying that, Kenny. Blue Blood Sports TV. So you smack one LDBC member, you might have to smack two. I mean, this one man going around. This probably deserve like one of them. But hey, Sean, give my baby pop. You probably got to put baby pop on both of your hands, my brother. Just you know what I'm saying? He going around telling that about you, bro. You don't take that, Kenny Porter. I thought you was a proud black man from Cleveland, Akron, whichever one you from. You gonna be getting interviews to a guy that's going around telling everybody in the boxing business. How I know? I don't even know you like that. I don't even know you, bro. How I know? How CJ? I don't know. He said that you taking 60% of your son. Your son told him, we could be lying and exaggerating, you taking 60% of his money. Damn. And this the dude that you get an interview to? Ah, man, I got any questions before I log off, man? Any questions, I'll take. I'm just saying, man. I mean, he going around here spreading these lies. Come on. He don't spread lies on water like that. Oops, I did it again. Kenny, get your belt off on Blue Blood. Get your belt off on him. Take your belt off on him. Come on, man. Hey, once you whoop him, tell him go get a switch. He out here telling your business like everybody know it too, man. He out here telling your business, bruh. I don't even know if it's real business. He said you don't even let this nigga drink Sprite on Tuesday. I'm making that one up. I'm lying on that one. I'm just lying. Any questions, man? Y'all can send that to Kenny. Send that to Kenny. I don't know. I just know because I heard. I would say who told me, but I don't want the LDBC to kick Cali and Enigma out. I don't want them to kick him out. My bad. Y'all say his name? I can't tell. I don't want him to kick him out, man. I'm sorry. I heard that he told somebody that come on, man. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to put that nigga out there like that, but I mean, y'all got some molds in the LDBC. I'm trying to help y'all clean some of that mold up. I'm trying to help y'all clean it up. Prediction with all 3 fights, no sitting on the fence. But Spence, I ain't giving the formal predictions. I don't know. I think Spence if he healthy, but I don't know. I'm rooting for Ryan. Take it for how you want to do, but I picked the first 2 for real. Man, I can't believe these niggas, man. Damn, it's getting steep, huh? Any questions, boxing related? I don't care what questions you got. I might put the black tea on. I rob in my black tea. He licks in my black tea. All in your hood, he licks in my black tea. I forget what he said. Franchise want to kill me. Oh, man. Hey, you know what the niggas told niggas? Hey, man, don't have CJ in our streams no more. Come on, man. Why y'all talking to CJ, man? We don't talk to CJ no more. Look at him. Me trying to smear my name in the dirt, nigga. Trying to smear my... Hey, man. And these niggas listening to him, too. Don't talk to him no more, man. Oh, man. Don't talk to CJ no more. I can't stand him. He was coming in Negro. Fuck them niggas, man. Y'all know how I feel, man. Cool. Shit, never that. Don't forget, he got a death day, too. Don't worry. Don't worry. We got something for him, too. We got something for him, too. It's gonna get ugly in here. I'm putting out the bubble spark. Is the reason Kenny don't train any other fighters. I don't know. He trained Hank Lundy for a minute. He said, yeah, that's my nigga, too. Ain't got nothing to do with him. I mean, town conversations ain't never about that shit. Does the U.S. have any good heavyweights to be looking out for? I mean, I don't really like Effie and Jobway, but I like what's his name, Damani Rock out of Philadelphia. I like him a lot. There got to be another one out there. Rock. Maybe I'm thinking about Effie and Jobway, but Damani Rock, I like him. He was with Rock Nation. I think he's a free agent now. I like him a lot. We're making it back for fighting Spence. What you mean? Border Dad said, no, I'm making the back. Oh. Come on, any more questions? I like Big Baby Anderson, Toledo. I know I was forgetting one. Yeah, I like Big Baby Anderson, the real Big Baby. I like Big Baby from Toledo. I like Old Boy too, Albert Prince. He ain't no. Was he a super featherweight? I like him. Any more questions? I might do another live later. But that's all, man. I gave y'all a little bit. So I'm sending that to Kenny Porter for your boy. He said, so does Baby Mama Boy give fake news? I seen video on his channel. Look, man. So I don't watch his channel, so I can't tell y'all what he give y'all. But I can tell y'all that Wilder only trusts him and Fred now after 7-8 messed up their relationship over some Beverly Rose. Because Beverly Rose ripped him in the video after he lost to Fury, I think. And Deontay watched all their videos to make sure they on code. And basically 7-8 and Wilder fell out. They fell out over Beverly Rose video, so he don't talk to 7-8 no more. I don't know, let 7-8 patch that up. That's why you won't be seeing no interviews from 7-8 from Deontay Wilder, because his rebound Beverly Rose who running him around Stockton everywhere. They saying Beverly Rose got him on the leash. Come here 7-8. Good boy 7-8. That's what I heard. And I heard that from a former LDBC member. Come here 7-8. Sit. Good boy 7-8. Roll over. Oh, good boy 7-8. You get some of this Velveeta cheese macaroni 7-8. So pretty much he report what Tay Jones and them tell him to report. So I don't know. I don't watch that nigga. Blue Blood Sports TV. He sound like a brown skin version of Javante. Blue Blood Sports TV. And I'm back with another one. Come on, man. Shit. Man, shit. Fly to Detroit. It's all good. Come on. Come on. Come on, Lee. Shit. Them niggas couldn't even walk in my hood without getting gorilla checked by a crackhead. Why you going so hard? Cause I can, nigga. Cause I can go hard, man. Why would you ask me why I'm going so hard on that fake black crew? Y'all keep giving y'all money to them niggas, man. And in due time, I expose who making the most money out the LDBC. In due time, I tell you who making what and who making. I wish Dr. Blick was here because I sent him the information. And it ain't 7-8. 7-8 ain't even the top 5. 7-8 don't make more money than a lot of them niggas, man. I got the whole ski load. I got the whole shebang, baby. I'ma just say Blue Blood make more than 7-8. You can times 6 with 7-8 getting. He still ain't making with Baby Mama. Baby Mama getting to the bag. Baby Mama boy, y'all know that fake news. He getting to the bag buying his subs. He getting to the bag. Shit, what Negro make, man. Negro don't make 1% of what I make. Negro making chunk change. He surviving off super chat. He don't make no money. Yeah, but he don't make no money. He don't make no money, man. He don't make no money. KD Trey salute. Yeah, man. Shit, really, man. Shit, Blue Blood the real king of the LDBC. Shit, he the real king, man. God started addressing him as Lion King. And 7-8 Lion Cub. He didn't let Negro take over his whole everything he created. I mean, let's check this out for a minute before I get off, man. He let Negro dictate. He made Negro kick out his co-founder, bro. He was like, I don't want blood in here no more. Get blood out of here. Get blood out of here. And 7-8, hold on, man. I know. Blood is a double agent. That's what he called him. He called him a double agent. He's, I'm gonna hold on Blood for a minute, man. You know, I'm gonna keep Blood where he at. He's like, man, I want him out, man. This is my LDB. Hold on, man. That's what they said, bro. Sad, bro. Him and Blood founded the LDBC. How you gonna kick out your partner? Sad. Sad, man. Sad, man. Let me get out of here, man. Appreciate y'all, man.